welcome to our second Zero Time Dilemma trailer discussion. Let's see how many things we get wrong in this one.
We should call it Time Keeps on Slipping.
That actually might be what I put in there. Somebody will get mad at us. So, we watched the trailer. Man, that release date's far away. 2028. No, I'm kidding. So it tells us the time period this is set in. You all know the basic setup of this series. 9 people in a room, but this time the fate of the world is in their hands. Apparently.
No pressure.
Yeah. Though, they never tell them exactly why that is.
You
We'll
have
find out.
You have to play the prior games to find out. Yeah.
And you can just play Assassin's Creed and zeros on every corner in Assassin's Creed 2. I kid, of course. I get the saw gimmick is kind of silly to me, but I understand that's not a one-to-one thing, but that's all. When I see zero, that's all I'm like. You will learn true pain. I'm a puppet. Not much after they tell you the setting, and then they go right into the characters.
Yep.
They don't really tell you a lot about them. We meet Carlos, who apparently cannot die if shot.
Yeah, it must be either he's aware of all the branching timelines, or maybe he has this god complex.
Yeah.
Where it's like, that's not going to kill me.
Yeah.
I'm invincible. But I think he's aware of timelines, so it's like, you know what, you can kill me here, but somewhere else I'm still alive.
Yeah.
So
and there's Akane and Junpei.
they're from
they're from the other games?
Akane and Junpei are both from the first game.
That would be why they didn't spend a lot of time on them.
Yep. Akane really likes Junpei, and Junpei is definitely acting out of character from the first game.
Well, I'm sure once you've been through that shit once, you really don't want to go through it another time.
Yeah, you play as Junpei in the first game.
Oh, okay.
So that is why he's tired of being the hero.
So he's the one with that power set, so...
He's aware of branching timelines.
Okay. They are known as C-Team, I assume because that Carlos is their default leader.
Well, I have the names of the 3 various teams. That was on one of the stills at the very end. There's a C team, a D team, and a Q team.
Yeah, they seem to be named after the one member of the team in particular. So Q team is, these are in order. Q, the little girl with the helmet thing.
Girl? I figured boy, but I don't know. That voice is too...
Little boy, it's hard to explain, but I listened to the Japanese one. It's definitely a girl voice actress.
Coincidentally, Q, I got this wrong in our prior video. Q is the name of the track in Virtual's Last Reward of that final puzzle room you're in. It wasn't, I said it was stuff like the Showdown, no, but no, it's much more simple. It's simply called Q. Okay. So, yeah, it's really eerie.
She did not seem to be aware that thing was on her head.
No.
So that's odd.
And Q seems to be a magnet for trouble because...
Yeah, because she's approached with a knife by Mira, the second member of her team. We presumably see the results of that.
Yeah, and she seems to have a severe bloodlust.
And then Eric Foreman.
The guy from House?
No, the guy from that 70s show. It's uncanny. That can't be that cannot be
coincidence.
Just a coincidence. Yeah, that has to be on purpose because he looks so much like Topher Grace. And he apparently loves Mira.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
And holds a little one-shot hunting rifle. When he's 10. Key team seems to be all the screwed up people. like the super screwed up ones.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then we have Team D.
Diana.
On Jeremy. No, I'm kidding. Diana.
She wants to really sacrifice herself to help other people.
Yeah. I said probably psychic, but that was before I watched the English trailer. She seems to have a persecution complex. Sigma, who, as we know, is the leader of the Maver Hunters, the far-flung 21XX, so he gets through this okay.
You play as Sigma in the second game.
Okay. And Phi.
Who is from the second game, too.
So I won't make the Zelda joke I wanted to. I going with Diana and their names. There's some sort of Greek connection.
Maybe.
I can't think of it off the top of my head. Obviously, Sigma and Phi are just letters in the Greek alphabet. But Diana is some sort of deity. I can't think of off the top of my head.
She's Wonder Woman.
Well, yes, but there's actually a Diana in mythology, too. This is a Wonder Woman reference.
Then we saw a picture of Zero, like some stuff of Zero. Yeah. Still wearing his bubonic plague gear, and he was also, I think, tossing like this little gold ring too.
A coin or something, yeah.
Okay, I couldn't get a good look at it.
So he's Harvey Dent.
Oh my god.
We figured it out, people. And he is on no team, obviously.
Well, technically he might be.
It's true.
Zero's had no problem playing his own game before, so.
Fair enough. And it looks like some of the challenges will involve murder.
Just a tad.
Literally, it says kill one. Now, to be fair, they didn't think to ask one of what, but that could just be bad English. There's a little dog in there. Don't kill the dog.
Yeah, there's a dog holding one of those like canisters, like a mountain team rescue. So I don't know what could be in there. Or maybe it's like a puzzle to get like the key to open the canister. Curiously enough, like since we see dogs at least a couple times in this one from those images, last game really had you going over the whole Schrodinger's cat thing. So I'm kind of liking that juxtaposed cat now.
So could this be like a Pavlov thing where he's conditioning them to act a certain way?
Could be.
That would explain why each of the teams has such, like, there's an emotional theme there.
Mm-hmm.
Sigma and Phi seem to want to protect Diana. Everyone on Team Q revolves around Mira. Q was obviously afraid of her, and Eric is just like crazy in love with her. And then Team C, they each seem to be taking a horror movie role. Junpei doesn't want to be involved. Akane is breaking down from the situation, and Carlos is taking the lead.
Yeah.
So I should say Scooby-Doo, but horror movie works too. Akane, don't step on that switch. You'll fall into a secret passageway.
Ruh-roh.
There's where the dog comes in. And Phi is Velma.
Oh my god. No, she is far from Velma.
Androgynous with glasses? That's pretty Velma.
Personality-wise, though.
Yeah.
Some other stills included, like a number lock. That is no strange thing to this series. That's what you get a lot. One thing I forgot to mention in Virtue's Last Reward was, if you did puzzles a certain way, like, there was a safe in every room, and you would get, when you would open the safe, if you did the room perfectly, you would actually be given like a gold file and stuff that would give you more information. That was like the perfect. But if you did just okay, you just got like the basic information and moved on plot progression. So getting perfects and such would give you more and more additional story and stuff. So like stuff to read and such. So that I didn't see anything of the kind in this one, but they'll probably keep that going. There was a picture of a row of keys with some letters on them. So that might be a puzzle. Depends. But they might correspond to another still we saw of a bunch of lockers. And then for a brief second, yeah, I think you actually do see some red blood splatter go against the lockers. So who knows if Zero gives each of these people like a locker with those keys and is like, okay, this locker belongs to you. I don't know. Or it just could simply be a puzzle. Another still was of a fetal pig.
Yeah. Some of those I think are just like random images.
Well, you could be in a laboratory.
They do show the outside of the complex from the looks of it.
Yeah. A bunch of bullets were seen.
Well, we do know there's a Gatling gun at some point.
Yeah. A bunch of vials that appear all empty. I feel like I really need to say what they're doing in this game. Because that kind of makes more sense to a lot of this stuff.
Yeah. Well, we're not doing spoilers right now, so... They seem to be piecemealing it on purpose. I think this will be a lot of people's first game in the series. And they'll go back.
Curiously the last. But the vials, though, for people who are watching who have played the games, and you know what the vials are for. The fact, that Zero is wearing what he is, too. There was this note here that you see very fast. Going through all those images was so annoying on YouTube. It just goes by so fast. Apparently this was written on a doily, written by Carlos. It actually says, C team is voting for D team, so D team should vote for Q team, Q team should vote for C team. So, that might be
So that's how, because who you vote for will determine how they get out. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I know I got the particulars wrong about Virtue's Last Reward, but the whole voting system in that game was based on the prisoner's dilemma. Yeah. So.
Which in itself is faulty.
Another picture was a picture of, in a picture frame of these two guys holding these two babies, in cloth. It's not colorized, the photo, so you have no idea who these people could be. So, well, it could be related to somebody that's playing the game.
Yeah. Well, we haven't seen. There could be twins. I mean, was 5 from another game by any chance?
5's from game 2.
Okay, so they're not related. Well, I assume she's not related to Sigma, but
no,
it's just a coincidence then. No, but it could be them. Who knows? Maybe they'll find out they are related. They probably should have put 2 and 2 together, given their names, but.
I am. And then one of the last ones was it was a little card, and then it had 3 columns, 2 rows. The first column reads inject radical 6, and then underneath it says don't inject. And the next column says FBR infected, survival rate 100%, and then under that it says 0%. And then final column, not infected, 25%. And don't inject, 100%. So, yeah, there's virusy stuff going on. Possible, might be part of a puzzle where maybe you have to concoct maybe a immunity.
Yeah, vaccine or cure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
But they're definitely. This game comes out. When again?
June 28th. Late June.
Definitely see it at E3.
Yeah.
So we'll get a trailer. We'll probably get trailer 4 then, or 3 then. So I'll be interested to see what they do there. And probably like 20 minutes of gameplay or something. Depending on what they do for the demo.
Oh, and the very last still we got, you can't see who it is, but someone is holding a little toy bluebird in like a cage.
Oh, that's
well,
not metaphorical or symbolic.
Well, I have to look back in the significance in the prior games because it's escaping me right now. But Operation Bluebird was the name of the fan campaign that made this game possible. So, but I'm pretty darn sure it has significance with the series prior to this. I'm blanking out what it is.
I'm sure a bird in a cage seems like it would fit perfectly with this.
Oh yeah.
So I think maybe the bluebird is just a little nod.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that'll cover it for everything. If we do get a trailer at E3, I'll be sure to put up the E3 videos we do. But we're not going to cover everything at E3 this year. It was just such a hassle last year. But we'll be announcing our plans for that shortly. So thanks everyone for listening. If we got anything wrong, Mark was in charge of fact checking, and I've never played these games before, but the trailers are intriguing to say the least. So we will see you at the next one. Adios.